Hi, this is the Pharaoh of 40 Seconds Dynasty here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be doing the movement of Ramses II's arm. This is an article I came across a few days ago, and I just thought it was very interesting, something which I didn't know before, and I just wanted to tell it to all you guys, because you guys are awesome. Anyway, what happens? So the mummy of Ramses II down there, it was discovered in 1870 in the mummy cache of Tia El Bakri, something along those lines. I just know the tomb as DB320 because I just think that's easier to say. But he was discovered alongside other very famous pharaohs, including Tutmosis III and his father Seti I. Anyway, the Egyptian Museum in Cairo was inaugurated in 1902. This is just a bit of backstory. The royal mummies at the time were not on display to the general public, but illustrious visitors could see them. So Pierre Loti, the novelist, was one of them, and all the royal mummies were apparently on display on the first floor. I don't know if that means the ground floor, as we call it in British terms, or the first floor where Tutankhamun's treasures now are. I don't know. Anyway, in 1907, the novelist Pierre Loti was told of this story, which happened in 1902. Ramses II raised his left arm and slapped the top of the glass case he was in. This alarmed the Guardians that they feared his reawakening, and they sort of ran to the door trying to see who would be the first one out. Because at the time, people believed in the mummy's curse a lot more than they do now, and there were lots of horror films and horror stories about mummies reawakening and things like that. So they feared that he has come back to life. Anyway, what basically happened was the tendons of the arm contracted spontaneously due to a sudden change in temperature, because he wasn't in a controlled environment as he is now, and so the tendons just contracted, and that made his arm slap the case he was in. It was bizarre, but as you can see, his left hand here on the picture is actually slightly raised, and you can probably see why they thought that he has come back to life. In fact, the positioning of the arms on Ramses has been described as very lifelike. Anyway, a few years later, an aide of Sir Grafton Elliot Smith, who was a scientist who studied the mummy and also photographed it, anyway, his aides unwrapped the bandages covering the arm, and it's contracted again, and it looked like he was carrying out an order. There isn't that much else I can say about it, really, but it just goes to show how well preserved his mummy is, because his tendons are still there and they're still active. So even though he doesn't actually have a brain to control the movements of his limbs, they are still controllable, which is mind-boggling. But yeah, that's all the article says, and that's all I wanted to say about the matter. I will link the article in the description. But yeah, thank you very, very much for watching and bearing with me. Please like and subscribe for more videos, and I shall hopefully see you again very soon. Thank you very much.